So let's talk about it, folks. Is a recession near? Alright, is a recession near? So let me explain some key factors that I've just been paying attention to. Folks. Let me explain some key factors that I've been paying attention to. So, number one, retail. Retail is slowing down. Meaning like Target, Walmart, you name it. Anything retail is slowing down. Alright? That's number one. So, a big chunk of our economy runs off retail. That's not just the number one. I got a lot more. I even got better reasons why, these highs are scary to even an investor like myself. Because, of course, tech giants, Meta had a good quarter because of the few moves they made. It's retail that, for one, is going to crash. It's going to be a retail apocalypse. I don't care what the fuck it is, whether it's McDonald's, whether it's any chain, it has to close down stores. And you got to think, when they firing that number, then you got to think people firing employees. So companies, think about it. Companies are making drastic moves. They're letting go people. Oh, I missed the goddamn turn. Cool. But they letting go people, right? So that's another thing that's concerning to me as well. The fact that everyone is trying to penny pinch and save money for, and I'm a business owner. So if I gotta let go of people, it ain't just AI that I'm scared of. It's something else. You get what I'm saying? So McDonald's has been closing down a lot of stores. Walmarts have been closing and all of that. People are really trying to save on their margins as if they're afraid of something that's near. You get what I'm saying? So I'm a business owner myself. If I got to do all that, there's something I know about my business. Another thing that was alarming to me is how smart the consumer has gotten. So the buyers, now companies have to adapt to how smart you guys are now. Due to, in my opinion, it's because of TikTok and Instagram has to blame for that. A lot of influencers, whether y'all like it or not, have smartened up the average consumer. So now the consumer is smarter. The consumer, and you know what, the pandemic really fucked up the world. It made a lot of companies a lot of money, but then it in return fucked them again. So the consumer is now smarter. The consumer now is spending less on shit that, you get what I'm saying, they don't need. So convincing someone to buy today is harder than ever. Don't believe me? Just watch. You get what I'm saying? All right. Burger King has lost all of their sales. Burger King can't do anything to stop the... Wendy's has surpassed Burger King. There's a lot of things going on that... So companies now have to adapt to a smarter consumer. Now you gotta have fucking crack just to sell anything today. You feel me? Like, so they always say the person who's selling the shovel during the gold rush is the one who gets rich. So Nvidia, of course, is selling the shovel during the gold rush. iPhones, that's a shovel during the gold rush. So what is the gold rush today? For tech, for innovativeness. What do we need? What does the consumer want? That is the biggest question. That's what you have to answer. And it's usually a problem that is solved for them. Tesla cutting prices of their cars. So the car companies are now slashing their prices. Why? Because the consumer is getting smarter. Looks like we done got it all. We done seen it all. I think that's what's going on in America right now. So I see a lot going on. You can kind of use common sense and you can see who the hell would want to go to McDonald's when I can go to this local mom and pop and it's going to taste better, and it's going to be the same price. Mac Chicken, the new chicken sandwich that McDonald's had to try to compete with Popeyes when it came out, that shit cost $17 for an adult meal. So McDonald's is fucking themselves right now because, and I was talking about this prior to this, McDonald's is also going to be a company that's going to close down a lot of stores and lose a lot of money. In my opinion, they made the stupidest decision by not catering to their customer base. Their customer base was poor people who love the idea of feeding their family with a dollar menu. The dollar Mac Chicken, the dollar, what is that shit? Fry. If you was a broke man and your baby mama said you ain't shit, you could bring her a bag of McDonald's and feel like the man with just $2, $3. Now, there is no more dollar menu. So a lot of companies, in my opinion, are fucking themselves with not following their business model and listening to their customer base. Bud Light decided to put the rainbow on their cans. You get what I'm saying? Bud Light decided to put the rainbow on their cans. Stock went down. Disney, movies can't even make money no more. Streaming isn't even a profitable service. The reason why streaming isn't a profitable service is because if a movie costs $300 million to make and I'm only making $300 million in subscribers, how the fuck we gonna profit if people don't want to go to movies no more and they don't want to buy the actual thing directly? And then pirates and stream, pirates gonna take over because the technology got way more sophisticated. So even if we did try to charge for each movie, pirates go. So it's a lot going on with Disney. Parks are slowing. They went woke, lost a lot of customers. But Bud Light lost a lot of customers just for putting the rainbow on their cans. So I say that to say a lot of companies are just doing stupid ass shit when they know their core fan base is just a bunch of how do I say it? Heterosexual country men, burly type men. You know how this shit go. People who they're so it's a lot of that shit going on too. Companies fucking themselves. The streaming has fucked up the whole movie industry. Movies gonna slow. It's a lot of shit going on. When every sector is taking a hit, that's alarming to me. That's fucking alarming to me when every sector is taking a hit, whether it's movies, whether it's goddamn, even the strip club. They say you can go to the strip club and you can tell by the amount of men not throwing money that there's a recession. So 2020, the pandemic has taught us a lot. The pandemic has taught us, for one, they can give every American $10,000, right? And I would say only probably 1% gonna come up from that 10,000, meaning gonna become something, either a six-figure earner. Only 2%. So if they give 100% of Americans $10,000, everybody will still be in the same position they was in. And if you didn't learn that from the pandemic, you didn't learn shit. Everybody, and maybe literally 1% of 100% will turn into something. So all of this, we need a handout shit is out the window. I think some Americans are starting to understand that. You niggas got a handout and still didn't do nothing with it. Keeping it 1,000, right? And 1% did. You probably hear one story of somebody like, bro, with this stimulus check and all this unemployment shit I was getting, I done became something out of myself. Right? So now I think that also gave a lot of Americans an appreciation for the dollar. So what's going on right now is motherfuckers only want to invest. Luckily for my business model, thank God, people only want to make more money today and travel. Traveling will be an industry, in my opinion, that will boom. That's why airlines are back in motion. And so capitalism is at its finest right now. And even the consumers are capitalists. So when you got a bunch of capitalists, now that's the danger of over-capitalism. The consumer just becomes a lot more smarter, but they spend a lot more money. So if you got good shit, people gonna fuck with it. If you got a good experience, if you got this, if you got that. But I also think competition with everyone, with all of these businesses, is the reason why a lot of businesses can't succeed. Like Uber. Uber isn't a profitable company, and in my opinion, will never be profitable off their business model. They would literally have to do something else in order to literally profit off of Uber. Uber will never be profitable with their business model because it costs so much to operate that company. It seems like it doesn't because there's no taxi drivers. So, and you know what fucked me up in the head? Uber has had $20 billion in funding, meaning investors, and still can't profit. And I'll tell you why they can't profit. Because because you can't monopolize idea. So Uber is losing money because they cannot monopolize the idea of ride sharing. And they can't tackle the world because China will go make their own. Europe will go make their own. Africa will go make their own. Streaming is not profitable because of competition. So competition, when something gets oversaturated, it can slow down everyone's money and put that industry at a standstill. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that going on. So now everybody who has an economic moat will thrive. Apple has a moat, which is an advantage, a distinct advantage, where you at least have 70% of the market shares in that industry. Who else has a moat? I would say Microsoft and some of the things they do. Nvidia selling the chips. Tesla, believe it or not, has a moat in electric vehicles. But I'm going to challenge and say that's not going to be for long. Because let me tell you why I don't believe Tesla will be dominant in electric vehicles for long. Because, for one, here's one thing. Trends. Cars can trend. Like when the Transformers came out and everybody had a yellow Camaro Bumblebee. You get what I'm saying? All car companies after 2024 and 2025 are literally mandated to go all electric. Now, I believe they didn't choose to do that. I believe they were mandated to. So that's another thing that's alarming too. The fact that car companies are going all electric. So maybe this global warming and ozone shit, all that shit people was talking about is true. If all car companies are talking about we're going electric after 2024, can't be no coincidence. Has to be straight from the top. You know what I'm saying? When you start understanding the world and money principles. So Dodge announced they're going all electric. Ford announced they're going all electric. GM announced they're going all electric. Mercedes said they're going all electric. So that's why nobody's buying cars too right now. Because motherfuckers like, okay, next year, niggas just going to be selling electric vehicles. So why should I buy up all this shit? So that's another thing. That's why I ain't buying no car this year. Because I'm like, 2024, these going to be the last of the gas vehicles. And, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I might as well wait and get me my favorite electric car if all the cars going to be sold electric. So I'm waiting for the next 2 years to buy me a car because we going all electric anyway. So I'm about to Why would I spend the money on some shit right now when, you know, some fly shit about to come out? Some fly shit. I don't even know, but they getting real creative, so I'm waiting. I want one of them. If I'm gonna spend another $200 on a car, it gotta be the one. And I know that one coming in 2 years. So I'm waiting 2 years. So it's a lot I'm seeing. You know, I'm just paying attention to the world everywhere I go. Like even when I go in restaurants, I'm paying attention to the traffic. You gotta look how the world flowing. What's packed right now? Like what's jumping? Artists are slow on ticket sales. Think about it. Every industry. Didn't they say a few rap artists had to cancel shows? That's another indicator that a recession is near. Rap artists canceling shows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is able to. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what people want. People want to always beat what they already did. So don't look at it as people won't recover. When there's a correction, there has to be another. Think about it. If there's a drop, there has to be a pop. So let's just say artists like devastatedly just fall off, all of them. There's going to be a rise when that fall happens, right? Somebody's going to either pop. Somebody has to pop. So don't think if a recession comes, there won't be a correction where people just buy up. So when shit get cheap, the rich get richer. So that's the whole point of why the stock market will keep going up, because every time the world panics and stop buying, every time demand slows, you know, shit drops. But then they just buy the dip, and then they get rich again when you motherfuckers just decide to go buy back again. You get what I'm saying? So the stock market will forever always go up long term. Now I want y'all to understand that principle first. The stock market will always go up long term for that reason alone. Demand will so there's something called supply and demand. Demand is the need for the product. Supply is whether somebody got what niggas need. You feel me? So that's the whole purpose of the stock market, supply and demand. Who's supplying it and who has the demand for it? I mean, my fault. Where's the demand and who can supply it? And who can market theirs the best? So the stock market will always go up long term. So supply and demand is everything. That's why restaurants that's why fast food is about to literally, I'm telling you, McDonald's and Burger King, more and more stores are going to close down because the consumer is going to be like, why should I eat this bullshit? And then you know what the pandemic taught some people? Oh shit, I can cook. Because everybody was forced to watch cooking videos. Social media really fucked the whole world up. Because y'all don't see people as stars anymore. That's another thing too, the star power. Think about it. Nobody respects Disney no more because we all kind of smart. Like, why the fuck should we care about this little company who, fuck them? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a man. Fuck, the consumer is just way too smart today. Now, we back outside, though. But I just want to tell y'all, bro, every dip we can buy. What's up?
He just gonna hit me in the face.
Oh. Every dip gonna always be bought, though. So even if a recession is near, there are a lot of indicators that the recession is near. You got retail. You got housing is about to slow for real. They said there's a lot of evictions going on, a lot of car repossessions. So what does that tell you? People will literally live a lifestyle that they can't. Americans are so stupid, like with their money, that they will literally live a lifestyle that they can't afford to live to impress other people. And that is slowing. That mindset is slowing. Thank God. Because you know who's going to make money? Me. Because motherfuckers going to want to learn how to invest. If I'm going to lose money, I'm going to learn that bitch trying to get more money. I'm not going to lose it on clothes. I'm not going to lose it on shoes. I'm not going to Like, I gotta have a lot of extra to do some shit like that. So, if y'all gonna lose money, lose it trying to get more money. I'm not gonna lose it on just like wasting time. Cause guess what? The more I keep losing, the more I learn how to win. All losing do is teach you how to win. So motherfuckers be afraid to lose. I go blow a 10 to learn how to make 100. You get what I'm saying? I go motherfucking, I do a lot of shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's type of mindset I got though. But there's fear. And a lot of people fear. A lot of people fear. You feel me?